So people were really rushing. I remember one stammerer and usher. He can't talk well. He couldn't talk well. He collected some copies and just stood in one place. Now, people were giving him money as if they were collecting offering and collecting one copy. When he came, he actually gave account of full amount. I told the lady, no, remove 50 naira and count how many is, so give it back to him. The man was so happy. He made money. My youth became rich. They started buying and eating. When I finished the entire 6 bags that day, within the space of 1 hour, 6 bags finished. I moved back to Enugu to collect the remaining bags there, which I think were remaining 2. The man asked me what happened. I said, I forget, God just came down. I paid him the balance 20,000 I was owing him. Yesterday night, I was afraid of whether I would say the book. But today in the evening, I was afraid of keeping my money. God gave me money. Do you know now I got money, right? Big enough money. Rich enough money. That not rich. For selling this book. This book. If you bought a copy of this book and it's still with you, or you remember buying this book in Okoto, I was the author. I was the author that wrote this book. I never married when I wrote this book, please. It was a revelation. I gave the story at the beginning now. It happened to me in the night. When all those things happened, you see, I compiled them here. Right now, I have really packaged this book into a different form, titled Hidden from Single Ladies. The message in this book has changed a lot of lives. I know what I'm saying. If you want to get it, go to Seller and check, or type the name in Seller. Or if you're outside this country, you can please go to Amazon. You will see it. Hidden from Single Ladies. You can see the logo here. Look at it. So if you go there, you see something like, if you don't see this kind of logo, that's not the correct book. So this is the book. I have changed the name, all right, to be able to pass the message to it, because it is for young ladies actually. So please go there and get it. And I will also advise you, when you get that one, make time to buy this one also. Jehovah Nissi, you will see how God works with his children, especially these 2 novels I wrote, this one and this one. They will make you cry. If you are looking for how men work with God, these 2 books will show you something you need to know. You need to have these books. They will change your life. So you see, I saw these books finish. And then when I got home with the intention of using the book to start my marriage issue, do you remember the sister I told about before that wanted me to have sex with her in the previous videos? Her elder brother now wanted to wed. I had no money. I was forced. A thought kept telling me, support him. But my own is about to start. Yes, support him. I had to, devote. I kept on giving him the money, small, without telling him to. I wasn't borrowing it. I just kept giving him the money. Anytime he was in need, I would give. I kept on giving the much I could. Do you know what remained at the end of the books I sold? 5,000 naira with everything. All right. So one of the days came after the book episode has passed, and this young man wedded. I remember buying gifts, clothes, and some things for my wife to give, and then took it to Nnewi where she was now living there. There was this EFAC man, because they were all Anglican people. I respected EFAC because of that experience, and I respected Anglican Church for it. The moment I came there with my gift, the man saw it, that I brought a gift for the lady I wanted to marry. He appreciated it, and everything was there. This man made sure we never sat close to each other in his house. Whenever we were discussing, she would be there, I would be here. Whatever, and I was comfortable with it. Now, in the morning, I came like in the evening. I was to go by the following morning. The man called me and carried those things I brought to her, returned to me and said, please go with it. Keep it. When the time reaches after the wedding, you can give it to her. Give them to her. I collected without complaint. I later realized when we are going to be brought before the marriage committee in the EFAC, one of the questions they will ask the man that she was living with, if she has ever collected something from me. And it was asked, to which we cannot lie, she didn't collect any from me. That doesn't mean I wasn't buying some small things for her before that day. But what that man did really taught me a lesson. And when we came to the place, the test was really strong. I saw a lot of young couple. We were many in that room. So we were called one after the other one. Prior to that day, we had been sent to a particular hospital the church recommended. They took our blood sample, and then the result of HIV, genotype, phenotype, all those things were directly supplied to the church. From there, they will make it. If they discover your blood group do not match or your genotype didn't match, they will not support that whether they will rule it out. Now, at a point, they will give you Bible verse as a man to preach a short 5 minutes message from it. My dear, when I started that one, the man said, it's enough, it's enough. He said, it's okay, it's enough. I said, you don't know what you're talking about. My wife started laughing. So you don't know that yet. The person you're talking about. That's how they sign us and approve us. And if EFAC approve your wedding, they will attend that wedding. So that was how we went there, and I came back, and then journey of the wedding began. That is when I began to encounter opposition. Number one, from my dad. The one was that there was a time I told him that my wife to be had fibroid. All right, something was growing in her womb, and my dad heard about it. Because of that, he vehemently opposed the wedding. Not because he disliked her, but he did not accept the wedding because of that. When my wife treated those things and even the thing disappeared, I didn't even know. It's even of recently she told me what she did, and the thing was resolved. God took care and took glory in the end of the day. My reverend also came in. Yes, another reverend I had also came in. Each time I want to talk to him about my intention to go about with the wedding I told him about before, he will keep telling me, go and pray. Go and pray. Not until later I came to realize from another source that this was a method some preachers do to discourage you from marrying that person so that you can marry from the church where you are worshiping. When I realized this, the only thing I did, I didn't fight anybody, I didn't quarrel with anybody, I switched to another minister. I will go to him and share with him my journey so far and everything. The man kept on guiding me because he did not just want to come into the issue, knowing I have a reverend. But when he now learned the experience I was going through, the man now took it. So he was giving me guide. I followed the guide and was working with him until the end of the day. This opposition actually became so tough that I nearly gave up. I almost gave up. In fact, at a point I sent a message to my wife, I think you just have to cancel this wedding. Just go, let me go my own way. That was when my wife picked it as a war upon herself to battle it. In fact, one of the nights she quarreled me in the phone. I should not behave like as if I don't know what we're doing. Not after we have spent nearly 9 years in this together. Somebody will be asking, are you telling me that you people didn't ever have? See, it was a distant relationship. She was far, I was far. We don't even meet. We meet only once in a while. Do you know what is more amazing? With all these things that we did, I discovered my wife was even a virgin later on. She kept herself all through. So I married a virgin, and it was a gift of God for my life. Today I don't regret. I don't regret. This is more than 15 years now I'm married. I don't regret it. So still telling on, I stood. When I heard it, I had to follow her gradually, but the faith now was in her hand, while my own was, I was just distressed, frustrated. I was running to confusion because my parent, my dad, my mom wasn't too opposed, nothing too much of opposing the whole thing. It was my dad that was vehement. So I stopped talking to him about it. Not until we finally started printing card. Darlington Abiogu was one that printed my card free of charge. Darlington is a great man, was my senior in the University of Nigeria and Nsukka, and a lecturer too, a reader then. He was supervising us in mechanical engineering department. He printed it, designed it, and he printed it. I wish I could have brought it. 2 copies still remain. I would have shown you the simple card I used on my wedding day. Now, we now have to come to a point where we call for committee of friends meeting. But I will talk that one in the next video. And I would like you to follow me in this channel as we get that one.